It's me, my sheet in the red and black. Ain't nothing finer in the land than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan. Go dogs, go dogs. Give me Alabama to break home.
That was stellar.
That bite you can't get rid of, baby.
Go see.
Alabama's here over through Sean at the national title.
Yeah.
Georgia's here because they beat everybody else and they're better than them.
Yeah.
It is a neutral site.
Neutral site.
We're still in Georgia, are we?
Yeah. We are in Georgia.
Give it a go.
Rabies. Fanfare at the Georgia World Congress Center. Thanks to Theo Vaughn, our celebrity guest picker. Enjoy Championship Saturday. We'll see you on Selection Day. News Sunday on ESPN.
It's not been a typical Georgia defense we've seen the last 3 years. They are giving up rushing yards.
Welcome everybody, welcome to Main Street Fire Rescue. We are in service and I am at Universal Orlando Resort for Christmas time. Haven't been here yet. Last time I was here was Halloween Horror Nights, which I did not go to this year. Way too crowded. Talk more about that later. There's all kinds of really fun and cool Christmas activities to do and things to see, so that's why we're here. I got off work a little bit early tonight and I thought, you know, shit, let's go to Universal. Let's go check it out. We got Grinchmas, we got the Macy's Christmas Parade. There's just all kinds of really cool shit to do, so let's check it out. Let's get on inside. I'll see you all shortly. When you're here, if you ever get a chance, play this mini golf course. Actually, there's 2 of them. They're both excellent. Oh, it smells good. It smells City Walk already. Universal Studios is home to the Grinch. This is always fun. We'll have to head over to Islands of Adventure to check all this out. But both at studio side and island side, all kinds of Christmas decorations, and it's part of your admission. It's not like Disney where you have to pay an extra fee, you know, to take part in all the Christmas festivities. This is all included in your daily admission. One other thing to add while we're walking in is we are about 1 year away from Universal's brand new theme park opening up, Epic Universe. For those who haven't followed, and a lot of people don't know this is even happening because I talk to people at work and I'll be, you know, they'll be here on vacation. I'll be like, are you excited for Universal's new theme park? Like, what new theme park? I'm like, the one they're building like about 4 miles from here. I said, what are you talking about? I'll pull it up on the computer and show them the construction progress for Epic Universe. And they're amazed because they're, you know, I say we're going to get the largest Super Nintendo world of any park. We're going to have a brand new Harry Potter themed land, How to Train Your Dragon land. What else? Universal Classic Monsters Land, which I think in and of itself is going to be a huge hit. Lots of exciting things to come, so I cannot wait for Epic Universe. It's going to be that direction, basically right out that way. If you're going to be, the new main hotels on site are going to be the Endless Summer Resorts because they're literally going to sit right in the smack dab center between the parks. So those are going to be the new prime locations. But anyway, back to the project at hand. We are right outside Universal Studios, Florida. The big arches. That's one other thing Epic Universe is going to have. It's going to have a series of arches like this, but apparently a whole lot bigger. It's going to be epic, as they say. And I love this. They have all the Christmas decorations up, the big wreath, the garland. This looks fantastic. One of the things they do here is the Universal Macy's Parade, which they take some of the floats from the actual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and they put them here at Universal. It's really badass. As far as rides and attractions, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm just basically here to do Christmas. But if we come across something that's got a little wait time, we'll jump on that. Now, I can't ride with the camera like I do at Disney. Universal has some pretty strict things in place because obviously for safety reasons, they don't want cameras flying around. So I'll definitely respect that. But if I can get on a few rides and grab a little footage even of the queue, we'll do so. We're gonna do Universal side first, then jump over to Islands, and then we'll come back here. One thing about coming through the front entrance is Universal, this is using a new ticketing system, and there's a high rumor that that's gonna be the new ticket system for Epic Universe. I kind of like it. I'm not a fan of the biometric scanning where they scan your eyes. I think that's kind of creepy, but for a seamless entryway, it is awesome. I mean, you literally scan your ticket or annual pass, and then you glance at the camera and a big green check mark pops up and you're in. So I'm gonna grab some water and we're gonna get going here. So right now we're showing a 35-minute wait. Yeah, we'll come back. I can honestly see that coming down as we get later on. And once the parade's done, they'll open up the concert. This is where Mannheim Steamroller will play. One nice thing is when the parade starts, it's a great time to ride rides because you can see already there's people lined up everywhere for this thing. And this tree also has the famous Earl the Squirrel, who became Universal's official / unofficial Christmas mascot. They, as a joke one year, put a squirrel in here that pops out. And they put him in a new location every year, but he pops out every now and then. And it slowly became a big thing for Universal Christmas. So, if you're looking for the squirrel, you gotta look for little holes like this. And like I said, he just kind of comes out a little bit. I don't think he's there. It's so funny because people are looking at me walking around this tree. They're like, what the Foxtrot uniform Charlie Kilo is this guy doing? I think I found him though. I think that's his hole right there. I think. That looks like an Earl the Squirrel hiding spot. We'll keep an eye on it, see if he comes out of there. Oh yeah, I see him. There he is. They even gave him a hat now. That's classic. I love it. So yeah, when you come to Universal throughout the Christmas season, keep an eye out for Earl. He's right there. That's great. So he comes out, pokes his head out, and he'll come back in after a little bit. Love it. What's even great too, I just noticed he's even got a string of lights in his hands.
He's like an icon of Universal holidays.
That's great. You're doing a good job there, Earl. There he goes. So I'm not going to give away his location, but if you look for the red garland, you'll get right to about where you need to be. Walking down this road here, actually Mummy's right off to my left. Holy shit, 40 minutes. Oof. It's busier than it appears. But walking down this road, I'm getting old vibes from when I worked here a year and a half ago as a paramedic. I'd have to walk down the streets before the Mardi Gras parades would start. to make sure everything was good, roads were clear, make sure nobody was being stupid. And then I had a post I had to go to where I would move around that area. Oh, my favorite ride in the park right there. You can see the Christmas floats back there behind the, that's what they call the esoteric gate. Why it's called the esoteric gate, they explained it to me when I worked here, but I forgot the reason, but that's the name of it. This is the New York Central Park area. So the other thing that they have here on the Universal side is they have two replicas of famous parks in the country. The one back where the tree is from New Orleans, and this one represents New York. One other thing I wanted to do while I was over in this area, Simpson Springfield is off to my left. This is the new DreamWorks land coming next spring. Holy smokes, look at this. They have really been moving on this thing. I came out here last January. It was one of the second to last days this was open, and I'll tell you one thing, man. When Universal does projects, they don't have the Disney timeline. They get stuff done here, like they really do. They don't mess around. As is obvious by the Epic Universe construction, this will be done in about a year, a little over a year's time. But what they did, that coaster straight ahead, that's going to be Shrek's, I think. It's a Shrek roller coaster, or I've heard it called the Troller Coaster. Not sure, but I think this big tree-looking thing in front of me is going to be part of like a Shrek swamp area. And it's going to have a big playground and everything. So yeah, this is going to be fantastic when this opens up. And for reference, it's right next to the E.T. ride. It's just, that is wild how fast they've built this. All right, since we're over here, we're gonna have to do a Men in Black ride. Can't not. Let's see what the line looks like. All right, single rider line is open, it looks like. Let's give this thing a shot. I gotta put you on the locker, so we'll go in there and I'll get you out, let you know how I did. Oh, not terrible, but not good either. I had 157,000. I missed the push the red button, but still a great ride. Next stop on the Universal Christmas tour, as you can see ahead, there's a lot of Christmas decorations. We're heading into Harry Potter land, or if I was working here, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Yeah, you don't dare call it Harry Potter land. It's a good way to get your ass fired. Just kidding. They won't actually fire you for calling it Harry Potter land, but you might get a stern talking to if somebody from upper management overhears you. But you got to keep the theming, you know. What's wild about all this is that the Christmas decorations were added a couple years ago because Universal was, I believe they had a survey out and people were like, man, why don't you decorate the Wizarding World? It would be incredible because Christmas is part of the movies. And so Universal took that, and here we have it. So what we're going to do is swing into Diagon Alley real quick, or diagonally, and let's see what it looks like in here. This, hands down, is one of the greatest themed lands in the world, which is why when I see this is what makes me super excited for Epic Universe. Because if they do this well, imagine what they're going to do with that entire theme park. Oh yeah, check this out. Well, we might have gotten here in time for a some fire-breathing dragon, maybe? I mean, you honestly can't beat this. Like, look at the details even in the garland. You know, like Ollivanders. You truly feel like you're in the movies. Because I you know, small confession to make. I did this backwards. I didn't see the movies first. I had wanted nothing to do with Harry Potter. And then right before, when I moved to Charleston, started coming to Universal, I'm like, well, let's check out this Harry Potter thing. And I was amazed by what I saw. And I'm like, well, I'll try one of the movies. And I was hooked. That's all it took. Now I'm a very big fan. And one of these days I'm gonna have to bring my wand out because these wands are interactive with all sorts of things around these lands. And what you have to do is look for, there's little medallions on the ground, like that one right there. You stand there and wave the wand in that direction and it activates the different effects. So this one right here, if you wave your wand at the windows up there, it turns all the lights on. Let's see if we can get them to do it. And then this one, you do it at the umbrella. Yep, cause a thunderstorm, and then it'll start raining here in a minute. Great place to stand in the summertime. Yep, there go the lights. So you have two Wizarding World wand stops right here. I mean, what a cool land. I mean, it's amazing. And this is the Escape from Gringotts ride, 45 minutes, but they do have a single rider option for those of you that want to try that. I wouldn't mind it, but 45-minute standby. If it was a 25-30 minute standby, single rider, easy. But with that, nah, I want to do all the Christmas stuff. Men in Black was literally a walk-on. So you could literally spend a day in between both lands. Let's see, was that the dragon or was that the train overhead? There's a dragon after working here. I timed it when because I used to be assigned out in this area. The dragon would go off about every 15 minutes or so. So apparently the dragon's misbehaving currently. All right, we got to move on. That's like they say in Men in Black. Come on, rookies, time's a-wasting. Hustle. So I still got to get over to Islands of Adventure and then back here. The other thing they have here, and I believe it's among both parks, but it's the Earl the Squirrel Christmas Tree Scavenger Hunt. And it takes you in and out of all of the shops, plus all around the theme parks looking for the different themed Christmas trees. Very, very similar to how they do the Christmas tree stroll at Disney Springs, but this one is way bigger. All right, quick plan. I'm gonna get over to Islands for a few minutes, check out the decorations there. I'm gonna turn the camera on in a second. The parade's getting ready to start, so I'm gonna kind of maybe catch the tail end of that because it lasts a while. So we'll go over to Islands and then catch the rest of the parade here in a little bit. It's fun to be here for these parades. It sucks to work during them, only because of the sheer amount of people. But they're excellent parades, so can't blame people for wanting to see it. Like I said, it's part of your admission. You don't have to pay extra to see this stuff, which is why it's so freaking popular. See ya, Universal. We'll be back in a minute. I was checking out the weather forecast and I'm like, it is unseasonably warm right now. I mean, it's Florida. It's normally going to be warm, but it's December now, and usually we start cooling off, but summer's been hanging on tight. So as we move into next week, Tuesday, high is going to be only 71, Wednesday only 64, lows in the 40s. That's more like it. But what's happening is we've got this high dome of humidity that just won't let go, and like right now the humidity level is 80%. The actual temperature is 79, but the feels like is almost 90 because of how freaking high the humidity is. Yuck. That's how summer is. This is like how summer nights feel right now. So welcome to Islands of Adventure. Let's check this place out. Oh, I see a bunch of people holding Orlando Informer signs. Tonight must be the Orlando Informer meetup. Man, that is one of the things I want to do, because it's like a 4 or 5 hour after hours. It's not cheap, but you get access to both parks, unlimited rides on everything, and I believe they feed you. Like, it's a smoking good deal. Welcome to Islands of Adventure. This is how I perceive the entryway to Epic Universe is going to be. It just has that type of vibe. I love all the Christmas decorations, and from what I understand, they've themed the garland as well. It's harder to see because it's nighttime. But this place is simply spectacular. So first things first, we're going to go over to Seuss Landing and check out Grinchmas. I got here too late to see the final Grinchmas show, so that'll have to be another day. Universal puts on like a Broadway-style production of The Grinch. It's an excellent, excellent show. But I got here a little too late for the last showing, so we'll have to do that at a different time. So, instead, I'm going to see more Christmas decorations. Check out that Islands of Adventure skyline. Hulk Velocicoaster. Velocicoaster at night is an experience that you have to ride it to fully get the effect. Welcome Grinchmas. I'm glad the trees are back. I don't think they were up last year. I think they went on a hiatus. If you have never been here for Grinchmas, they take this entire land and turn it into a lifelike version of Whoville at Christmas time. So I'm not going to talk, I'm just going to let the camera record it and you all take a look and take a listen, because this is awesome.
A wonderful adventure where you won't say die. Come on in and buckle up tight. Stay in your seat and enjoy your gift flight.
There's so much to see here, and straight ahead is Hogsmeade for the Wizarding World, and it is all decked out in Christmas lights. That looks awesome. And this area now is home to Hagrid's Magical Creatures motorbike adventure, which that's just on another level. Wow. Also taking a photo through the lens, you can see on there it's just about dusk, so it gives you the illusion. We call that back home when you got snow on the ground, they call it the blue hour, because it does. If you look at the snow on the buildings and that, it looks blue. So the crowd off to the left or the right is for the show, because what'll happen is they'll do the projection show here, and then they'll release this crowd, and then they'll bring the next one in. This is much better to do during the week. It's so much easier. Yeah, this is all crowd to just watch. The projection show is cool, but it's about 5 minutes. So if I'm going to do this, I'll do it during the week. A lot easier, whole lot easier. Sometimes you can, if you get here early enough, you can watch it from the bridge. Also, when they're doing these shows, this Hogsmeade turns into one way, meaning you come in one way and you go out one way. You can't come in from the Jurassic Park area, because it'd create way too much confusion. And I'm on the bridge now. This actually isn't even a bad spot to watch. There really isn't a bad spot to see this thing. Kind of cribs area. From Hogsmeade to Jurassic Park. This used to be one of my other favorite assignments when I was working out here. They used to call this one, they all were called roves, R-O-V-S, meaning you're roving the park. So you had roves, and then you had base stations that you were at. Each one lasted about an hour. But this was called, give me 1 second, this one was called Jurassic/Ripsaw Rove. So what you would do is you would cover this entire area, and then you'd also cover up to Ripsaw Falls. And I freaking love this area, because I'd go hang out and watch Velocicoaster, because this area right here is kind of right in the middle of this patrolling area. So I used to stand in various areas and watch the Velocicoaster a lot. The other one I'd like to watch is the River Adventure. You watch on that splashdown. But this area was great to hang around in, because if I was needed anywhere, this is like the perfect central area right here. "10 minutes for Jurassic Park River Adventure. Not bad. That's one of the lower wait times in the park right now. Also, quick tip, don't waste your money on these freaking warmers. They're like $5 or $10 each. The weather here is prime for making yourself dry out in a very quick fashion. You don't need that. Just walk around. You will be dry in about 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, down here was one of my more favorite spots to hang out when I was working, because again, it was kind of centrally located and I could get pretty much anywhere in a quick amount of time. Let's see here. Let's catch one coming down the ramp, shall we? One of the really cool things I got to do during training is they took me up to the rooftop of this building, and that was incredible. First off, it was a stairway all the way up to the top. That's one of the taller points on the property. And this, first off, the view you got was just astounding from up there. One more. The view was astounding, but also because of how big this drop is, the track is right up there near the roof line, and you can hear the roar of the dinosaurs, like the bass and everything that comes out of that. It literally shakes the roof when you're up there. And this is the wettest log ride I think I've ever been on. You come off soaked. I mean soaked. I'm not talking a few drops. I'm talking you're wringing your clothes out. It's awesome for a hot day. Spectacular. And straight ahead is Popeyes. And that's another one, the fun one to watch, because that's a circular raft ride. Get soaked on that one. Universal, hands down, has the wettest water rides ever. And they also have this area called the, it's like a Sunday comic strip area. It's old school. Those of us that are like in their 30s and 40s and later, remember the Sunday comics. And right here, they have all these freaking water features. Like you can literally walk through here on a hot day. And again, just get soaked if you want to and play in the water. As I've said, if things here look this good, imagine what Epic Universe is going to look like. Man, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see that. You know, I love Disney, but they better watch out, man, because that's going to be the new standard in theme parks. From what people are saying, that's Epic Universe is going to be on par with like Tokyo Disney Sea, and I mean that kind of level. So we made a quick lap around Islands of Adventure. We're going to head back to Universal side and go and see some more Christmas stuff and check out Mannheim Steamroller. That's pretty neat up ahead because it's so freaking humid so late in the year. The fog that they put out around the Universal globe is spilling down into the water, and it's putting a like a Halloween Horror Nights effect on the water. Yeah, check this out. There's definitely some Halloween Horror Night vibes here. That looks awesome. So the parade just came through. Santa lit the tree. You can see the confetti still falling. We might catch up with the tail end of it, maybe. Oh, we gotta go find the tribute store, y'all. That's what I'm missing. I'm missing something. It's a tribute store. Wow, look at that. That looks awesome. The confetti's still falling. Yeah, look at all the confetti. Oh, here we are, Sunset Boulevard. Man, these team members deserve a lot of credit. There's a lot of shit to clean up. Here we are, the tribute store, home of the new tribute store. Let's go check this place out, huh? Well, I may have picked a bad time to do this right after the parade. Oh yeah, I think it was well, we'll see. Oh yeah, this is a shit show in here. That tree is impressive. And to walk below it, it is really nice. Love that tree. I still like this area. This area looks really neat. This is like Hollywood. It's a very, very much a replica of Hollywood, Sunset Boulevard. The Williams of Hollywood is the old prop shop. A lot of rumors that that's going to be the new preview store for the new Epic Universe theme park. Of course, they got these walls up here. Not sure what they're going to do with this, but Epic Universe is about a year out. So I would imagine if we're going to see something, it would be in the next year. But I find this really interesting. So right outside, Universal loves to drop hints. Like if you look at the boxes around the Central Lagoon for the show, it says Epic on the side of it, and that was long before Epic Universe was announced. But right outside of the Williams of Hollywood, they have from Tree Farm to Amusement Park. Earl's north of the border. So if you know this, this is actually a play on the south of the border up there at South Carolina, North Carolina line. However, the attractions and everything they got, this is still opening soon. I really think that this is a nod to the upcoming Universal Epic Universe Park. Let's take one more quick trip through here. It's not as bad now. Oh, this is cool.
Google when Home Alone 2 came out. When was it?
Oh, wow. So one thing you have to look out for throughout these prop shops is there's all kinds of nods to past prop shops, past different things that have been here at Universal, plus the upcoming season, which will be Mardi Gras. So there's probably somewhere in here there's something that's giving a nod to Mardi Gras. I still love all these freaking blow molds. Man, there's tons of them. Those tikis remind me of Indiana Beach. There's an area at Indiana Beach amusement park where it's right near the Pronto Pups corn dog place, and there's these two giant tikis. Oh, no, this is cool. So this is all the different garland of the different areas of Universal. See, there's always really cool Easter eggs hanging around in here. So this is Production Central. These are the different areas of the park, and this is what they introduced me to when I worked here. This is right when you come into the park. This is the main area. And then, of course, Diagon Alley. It's got the wands. San Francisco. You have the donuts and the garland up there. Hollywood Boulevard's got the red garland and the beads. World Expo, like where Men in Black is, they got the little light thing that erases your memory, plus a little cricket gun. And then right here is New York with Jimmy Fallon's ride, The Mummy, and there's a TV up there. That is freaking cool. That's what I'm saying. When you come into these shops, you have to look around because there's all kinds of cool shit to see. And usually they put them up here. And because of the construction in here, it has some Halloween Horror Nights vibes in here. One of the things I'm going to have to get is one of these blow molds one of these times. The only thing is they're $8. That's a lot for a piece of plastic that just sits around. However, I love the nostalgia of these. Like I said, I got one years ago when I went on a field trip to Brookfield Zoo in Chicago. Or not Brookfield, Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago. And it was a gorilla. I got it in the primate area. Just, yeah, I don't know why. It always brings back that memory. And it's not Christmas time at Universal unless you get some of Earl's nuts. I always like to put Earl's nuts in my mouth while I'm walking around. This is pretty neat. There's Earl. His candle smells really good. It smells just like Christmas time. Speaking of which, speaking of blow molds. It's incredible. You literally could spend a couple hours in here just looking at everything.
Thank you.
There's some such good stuff in here, but the blow molds this year is freaking awesome. Great job, Universal. Fantastic job. All right, it's time for some Mannheim Steamroller. Also, a quick update. Alabama got a narrow 3-point lead over Georgia. 7 minutes to go in the fourth. Holy cow. Can Alabama end Georgia's 30-game streak? Find out shortly. I'll keep you all updated. I know by the time this uploads, it'll be over, but there's been some fantastic games. Texas is going to make a case for the playoffs this year. Holy crap. The Mannheim Steamroller Concerts never used to be this busy. Holy shit. Oh well, we'll hang around for a little bit of music here. Wow.
Over here, the year ball dress is Carly Davis. And over here, not in the year ball dress, is Jonathan Savoy.
Look at this. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go. Georgia down by 3 to the Tide. All right, Universal. That was a great time tonight. I'll see you soon. We got to watch this Georgia-Alabama last minute here. Look at the Georgia fans. Like, holy shit. Losing. We're not used to this. All right. Oh, no, wait, they clocked it. Never mind. Georgia can't win. The Crimson Tide are going to win the SEC. Wow, Georgia 12-1. Now we have 2 more games tonight. We have Michigan, Iowa, and then Florida State, Louisville. If Iowa somehow beats Michigan and Louisville upends Florida State, that means you've got a whole shitload of teams with 1 loss. Who gets in? Y'all, I cannot tell you how excited I am for the 12-team format next year, because all those teams could easily deserve to win and go. But what do you do when you have 8 teams with 1 loss and only 4 slots? Ah, 'tis a pickle. These things are for walking. I hate when people stand on these things. It's not what they're for, especially when it's busy. All right, we're going up to at 264. All right, when it's busy, we'll just avoid these moving walkways. So Mannheim Steamroller was freaking awesome. I mean, they're always good to listen to, but live, they just have a different sound live. And that one part where Chip Davis talked about his daughter, his youngest daughter, singing Greensleeves. Well, I don't know if you caught that, but she was not able to be here tonight to sing that. So what they did was they synced her singing that song live on a video. So they played that video, and then the band played in perfect synchronization with that video. That's hard shit to do, man. That is not easy. Bravo. That is incredible. I mean, what a fantastic show that was. I didn't stay for the whole thing just because there's a ton of people there and I want to get out ahead of the mob. So this is a perfect time to leave. So when you leave Universal on a packed day like Horror Nights or Christmas time or spring break even, your best bet is to either A, wait till the day is over, like long over, or get out with about an hour to go. So the Christmas event was fun here. Again, it's freaking warm. Jeez. Next time we probably come back here, it's going to be in the 60s, so I'm sweating. I hope you all enjoyed this. We'll be back again to do a little more. Again, the crowds were a little heavy, so couldn't quite do everything I wanted, but hope you got a good taste of what Universal Christmas is like. Again, we'll be back shortly. I will see you all shortly. Have a fantastic weekend. Main Street Fire Rescue out of service. I'll see you.